Let me ask you something. Have you ever said too much to a woman and, the moment the words left your mouth, you felt it? That subtle shift. The energy changed. Her tone cooled. Her respect dropped. Let's be honest for a second. Most men don't lose women because they're not attractive enough. They don't lose women because they're not rich enough. They lose women because they talk themselves out of attraction. You open up too fast. You explain yourself too much. You reveal things that feel honest, but quietly kill desire. And here's the painful part: nobody tells you this. Society tells you, just be yourself. Just communicate. Just open up emotionally. But no one explains how, when, and what to communicate. So you end up confused. You're thinking, I was honest. Why did she pull away? I showed vulnerability. Why did I get friend-zoned? I told her the truth. Why does she no longer see me the same? If this sounds familiar, listen carefully, because what I'm about to say might challenge everything you've been taught. There are secrets, not lies, but internal truths about your fears, insecurities, and intentions that men should never hand over freely. Not because women are bad, not because honesty is wrong, but because attraction runs on emotional polarity, not emotional dumping. And if you're making these mistakes without realizing it, this is exactly why you're struggling, why women lose interest, why respect fades, why connection dies quietly instead of exploding into something real. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand what intelligent, emotionally strong men protect, and why that protection actually makes women feel safer, more attracted, and more connected to you. In this video, I'm going to break down 3 secrets every man must never tell women, not out of manipulation, but out of self-respect and emotional intelligence. You learn why oversharing destroys attraction even when your intentions are pure. The psychological reason women pull back after men open up too early, and what emotionally intelligent men do instead to build trust without killing desire. And if you're someone who genuinely wants meaningful relationships, not games, not confusion, this video might change how you communicate forever. Because once you understand when silence is strength, you stop chasing approval, you stop over-explaining, and women start leaning toward you instead of away. Now let's get into it. Let's start here, because this is where most men self-sabotage without realizing it. Maybe you've said things like, I don't feel good enough sometimes. I'm scared you'll leave once you know the real me. I've been hurt before, so I overthink everything. Sounds honest. Sounds vulnerable. Sounds mature. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Early or unfiltered insecurity doesn't create closeness, it creates emotional burden. Think about this scenario. You're dating someone new. Things are light, fun, flirty. Then one night, you unload years of self-doubt onto her chest and say, I just don't think I'm enough for you. What does that do? Psychologically, it flips the dynamic. Instead of seeing you as grounded and emotionally secure, she subconsciously starts feeling like she has to reassure you, or worse, carry you. Attraction thrives on emotional stability, not emotional collapse. Now listen carefully. This doesn't mean men should be emotionless robots. It means timing and framing matter. Emotionally intelligent men don't hide insecurity. They process it privately first. They work on it. They build self-respect internally. And when they do open up, it's from a place of reflection, not neediness. Instead of saying, I'm scared I'm not enough, they say later, with context, I used to struggle with self-doubt, but I learned how to handle it. See the difference? One sounds like a weight. The other sounds like growth. And here's the cliffhanger. If insecurity kills attraction, the next truth quietly kills respect. This one is subtle but deadly. Maybe you've never said it directly, but you've hinted at it. I don't know what I'd do without you. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I just hope you never leave. Sounds romantic, right? But underneath those words is a message You don't realize you're sending, my emotional stability depends on you. And that's where attraction quietly dies. Here's why. Women don't want to be your entire world. They want to be a part of a full world you already own. When a man communicates fear of loss, he unconsciously places her on a pedestal. And the moment that happens, polarity disappears. Think about it. If someone is afraid to lose you, who has the power? Exactly. Emotionally strong men enjoy women deeply, but they are not afraid of loss. Not because they don't care, but because they know who they are with or without her. The smarter move is presence without attachment. Instead of saying, "I'd be destroyed if you left," an intelligent man shows through behavior, "I choose you, but I don't abandon myself for you." And here's the truth. No one tells men. Detachment is not coldness. It's confidence. Now, let's go deeper because the final truth is the most misunderstood of all. This one hurts, so stay with me. Have you ever asked questions like, "Do you think I'm good enough? Are you sure you like me? Did I do something wrong?" You're not weak for asking. You're human. But when a man constantly seeks reassurance from a woman, it triggers something primal. She starts feeling like the judge of your worth instead of your equal. Attraction flips into evaluation. Here's what happens psychologically. When you seek validation, you give away authority over your self-image. And once a woman senses that she defines you, desire fades. Strong men validate themselves first. They don't need constant confirmation because they already know who they are. That doesn't mean they don't appreciate affection. It means they don't beg for it. The smarter move is letting your actions speak. Confidence is quiet. Security is felt, not announced. And when you stop asking for approval, something strange happens. Women start offering it freely. Let me slow this down and speak to you man to man for a moment. I used to believe honesty meant telling everything, every fear, every insecurity, every doubt. I thought that was emotional maturity. But what I learn often the hard way, that emotional intelligence isn't about dumping your truth on someone. It's about knowing what to carry yourself. There's a difference between vulnerability and emotional leakage. Vulnerability says, "I've faced darkness and I know how to stand." Emotional leakage says, "Please hold me up. I can't stand alone." When I stopped oversharing my fears, something shifted. I became calmer, more grounded, more respected not just by women, but by myself. And that's the part no one talks about. This isn't about manipulating attraction. It's about becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to convince anyone of his worth. Quick pause, because if you're serious about self-mastery, emotional discipline, and becoming the strongest version of yourself, this is where I'd normally tell you about today's sponsor. All right, back to it. Let's connect the dots. The truths shared here aren't random. They all point to one core principle. Men must protect their inner core before inviting someone into it. Not walls, not masks, but structure. Emotionally intelligent men don't rush access to their fears. They earn trust over time. And women feel safer, not shut out. When a man leads emotionally, instead of leaning emotionally, let's bring this home. The truths every man must never reveal too early or without awareness are raw insecurities about his worth, fear of losing her, and the need for validation and approval. Not because honesty is bad, but because unprocessed truth weakens attraction. Here's the big takeaway. The strongest men aren't the most open, they're the most grounded. They feel deeply. They reflect privately. They share intentionally. And because of that, women don't feel responsible for their emotional stability. Instead, women feel drawn, safe, curious. If you remember one thing, remember this. Attraction grows when a man stands firm in himself. If this made you pause, if it made you rethink how you communicate, if it gave you a perspective no one ever explained to you before, do 3 things right now. Like the video, it tells the algorithm, this message matters. Subscribe, because this space is about building strong, emotionally intelligent men. Comment and tell which point hit you the hardest. And if you know a man who keeps losing respect without knowing why send this to him. Remember, you don't need to say everything to be real. Sometimes, the most powerful thing a man can do is know what to hold and when to speak. I'll see you in the next one.